guys, I'm Annabelle, and welcome to Meeple Village. Today we're going to be doing a full run-through of Star Wars The Clone Wars. This video was requested by James Whitehouse and Larry Osborne. Here it is, hope you enjoyed it. This is a type of a pandemic type of game, so it runs on the pandemic engine. You'll see all about it when we run it. Join me at the table and let's play Star Wars The Clone Wars. Alright guys, I have the game almost ready to go. I did want to do some of the setup steps with you guys so that you're aware of what you need to do while you set up the game. But so far I have the board already out here. The threat starts at 0, the invasion starts at 2, and it can go all the way up to 4. I have tons of decks around the table. First of all, our villain is going to be a Sag Ventress. Her mini is up there because she doesn't start on the board. Then I have her deck of cards with a reminder because there is something that triggers at the beginning of each of her turns. You'll learn about that as we play. I have the invasion deck, which just consists of a bunch of planets that are going to be out here. I have mission. The discard pile is here. It starts with a card already. You'll understand why as we play. I have mission cards with the tokens to indicate where the missions are happening on the board. We have a little bit more to do with that. We'll come back to it in a second. I also have the squad deck, which are the cards that we're going to be using in order to enhance our actions. And then I've already picked our characters. We're going to be playing as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu. If you're playing a solo game, you pretty much are playing a 2-player game. You just control 2 characters, which is absolutely not a big deal. Everybody keeps their cards separate, even though when you're in the same planet, you can kind of work together and help each other out. Now, in order to know where my characters start, I need to grab a reference card, look in the back, and it'll tell me my starting planet. I've already done that. Obi-Wan is starting at Kashyyyk, and Coruscant is the starting planet for Mace Windu. Let me show you the reference card. I'll show you on the back. I believe I have the one for Obi-Wan Kenobi ready to show you, and then we'll come back and do the last things for setup. Okay, so this is a reference card. It's going to show us the actions that are available during our turn, but what I wanted to show you was on the back. It tells us what the starting planet is, and there are, I believe, 4 different ones. So you randomly choose one at the beginning of the game, and yeah, Obi-Wan picked the one with Kashyyyk. And this just explains what a blockade does, which you'll understand better when we're playing. All right, so in order to finish setup, we're going to go to our invasion deck. We're going to give it a good shuffle, and we are going to populate the board, pandemic style, just full of droids. So let's see. First, we're going to draw 3, and we're going to put 3 droids in each planet. So the first one is Tatooine. So Tatooine's going to get 3 droids. And it's kind of cool that it kind of tells you where the planet is at. If you look at the red dot, so it's easy to find if you do not know your way around the Star Wars universe. Next up, Mandalore. Okay, and that's here. That one gets 3 droids as well. Okay, and Christophsis, and that one's over here. Not as well, at least for me, not as well known as the last 2. And that's 3. So 3 are going to get 3 droids. Now we're going to draw another 3, but this time we're only putting 2 droids. So Obadiah gets 2 droids, and then Rylith gets 2 droids. Wow, we have a ton of droids in this area over here. And then one more, Kashyyyk, which is where I start, or Obi-Wan, gets 2 droids. Okay, so we did 3 with 2 droids. Now we're going to draw another 3, but this time only 1 droid is going to go. So we got Lola Sayu, and that's over here. Then we have Sereno, which is over here, and Malastar, which is down here. And all of these cards that we just used are going to go on the discard pile, and the rest of them form our deck. Okay, so that was that. This is our mission deck, and we have to give it a good shuffle. You can play in multiple difficulties, And depending on the difficulty that you pick, you're gonna have to complete more missions in order to get to the finale of the game, which is a mission that Sad Adventurous has on the back of her card, and we will get to that. So I picked Padawan because I don't want to complicate things too much. I'm trying to explain the game to you guys. So we only get 3 missions. We have to complete 3 missions before we can start the finale. So the rest, they just go back in the box. You're not supposed to look at them, so you don't know what's ahead. And now we're going to reveal our first mission. It's going to go here in this white spot. It is Children of the Forest. Let me show you. So Children of the Forest, it's going to have a requirement of red and blue cards. I forgot already what they're called. I know that's transport. I think this is attack or something like that. We need 6 successes to complete this mission. And when completed, the current Jedi is going to move up to 2 planets. And for flavor text, Jedi must rescue 4 sensitive children kidnapped by bounty hunter Cad Bane. And we know that this particular mission is on Mustafar, so we're going to put an indicator there. Because this mission is on the white spot, we're going to use our white marker and we're going to put it on Mustafar to know that on Mustafar we're completing this mission. And for our other mission, we're going to get Weapons Factory, and it's going to go in Geonosis. So let me set it up. And you can take a look at this one. It'll all make sense when we start trying to complete these missions, but for now at least I'll let you take a look at it, read the flavor text, and we can keep going. The last thing that we're going to need to do before we can start playing is to shuffle our squad deck, and which I've already done off camera, but just a little bit more. And at the beginning of the game, for a 2 to 3 player game, everybody gets 3 cards. And so let's do that. 3 for everybody. So that's 2 and 3. And then this is going to be our deck. Now everybody can play their cards face up. We are trying to help each other. We are in the same team. So I'm just gonna put them here to remind myself what everybody's got. And these 2 are armor, and that's the one that I forgot, assault I think it's called. So that's an attack, and these are going to help me prevent damage. And again, you'll see that when we start playing. This is another one, which I think is stealth. Yeah, purple is stealth. We have an ally, Padme, and we have another armor card. And again, prevent damage. This is going to help us attack. And Padme has a special ability which we'll probably read together and use. Her allies are really helpful in the game, so it's great that we drew one right off the top. But with that, we're all set and we can go to gameplay. So the first player is whoever's got that Jedi token. I don't know that you need to, yeah, we're going to be switching. So on your turn, you can do 4 actions. And the player turn is like most pandemic games, it tells you exactly what you can do. And you can just follow that, which I'm doing with this little token that is actually for another character, I think for General Grievous. But since he's not in the game, we're just going to use it. So the first thing that you do during your turn is to ready cards. Of course, our cards have not been used, so we do not need to do that. So we can move on to the next step. So during step number 2 is where we get to act, and we can do up to 4 actions. Let me show you what those actions are. There's also free actions, and every Jedi has a special action that they can do. We'll go through all of that. But first, let me show you the 4 basic actions that we can do. One of the actions we can take during our turn is to fly, and that just means moving to a connected planet. We're going to use the white lines on the board to know what planets are connected. Another action that we can take is to attack, which means we're going to roll the die. We're going to deal damage, which is that symbol, to enemies on your planet, then suffer damage from remaining enemies and from any damage that you rolled on the die. And you cannot combine assault and stealth, and you're going to understand that in a little bit. Reinforce means to draw 1 squad card. So in this game, we don't get to draw cards unless we take an action to draw, which is the reinforce action. And finally, the attempt missions action, which we're going to roll a die and contribute cards, just like in other pandemic games, for success, of course. And then suffer damage from damage on the die and on the missions cards if you complete the mission. You cannot affect missions on planets with a blockade or a villain. Of course, that's before the finale. Once you hit the finale, the villain does not interrupt your missions, but all of that will become clear as we play the game. So those are our 4 actions. We can do the same action 4 times. We can do each action once. We can pick and choose, but we can only do 4 actions. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the first hero that's going to act, has a free action that I believe is one of the best actions in the game. It says draw 4 squad cards, then place 3 of them on the bottom of the deck in a random order. So you get to pick what squad card to choose to stay with, to keep. And how do we know what squad to keep, what squad card? Well, at the beginning of the game, it'll depend on what mission you want to complete, or if you just want to deal damage to enemies. But we're going to go ahead and take that action. We're going to draw 4 and keep 1. And remember, that's a free action, so I'm going to use this 4-sided die to just remind myself how many actions I've already taken, because playing with 2 characters, that can be something that you lose track of, especially since there's so many free actions that you can take in the game. Right now, the action that we're taking is a free action that Obi-Wan just happens to have. That's his ability. So we're not using any actions. We still have 4 actions. And we're going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take a look at them. We get to keep 1. So I found Assault. I found an ally. I think as much as I would have liked to keep one of those, I will keep the ally because I don't want to put it in the bottom of the deck. And let me show you what he does, or I should say what they do. This is C-3PO and R2-D2. We can discard it in a mission planet to add 2 successes to a mission attempt or attack on the mission planet. Mission planets are those planets that have the tokens, the orange and white tokens. So this is probably going to help us complete a mission. So I'll keep this one. There is a 7-card hand limit at all times. Right now I have 4 out of the 7 cards that I can have. If I ever have more than 7, I need to discard down to 7, maybe by using an ally or just discarding cards. But we're still a long ways from 7. So these I will randomize and put them on the bottom of the deck. Okay, now Obi is here. I know I want to attack, but before I attack, and I also know that I want to move towards one of the missions. It looks like the weapons factory mission is a lot easier, and the reason why I know that, they all need 6 successes, but the one on top, there's more different colors of cards that we can use, and they're all colors that we both have. I have red cards or assault. I have Mace has stealth. I have 2. There's actually 3 armor cards. So we're pretty good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then R2 and C-3PO can help us with 2 more successes. So I think we might want to go that way first, which is up here. So I know I want to get rid of some droids because it's pandemic, and you know that they they start crowding the board. So I want to be in crowd control. But before I do that, I will take an action to reinforce. And because in this one I have to draw blindly, and whatever I get, I get. But I did get another assault. And I love how they all have different names. All the characters have their unique personality, I guess. You can say Heavy is the one that's assaulting, or it could be Hard Case, whichever the name of them may be. So that was one of my actions. I think at this point I am okay with trying to attack. There's only 2 droids here, so I'm going to use an action to attack. And the way you attack is you're going to, whoops, where's the 2? Tricky. There it is. I still have 2 actions left. So the way you attack is you're going to roll this big, humongous die. And there are 2 symbols on it. One is the hit symbol, which looks like that. And the other one is the damage symbol, which is right underneath the hit symbol. So I need 2 hits to, with just the die, attack those droids. And that's exactly what I got. So I got 2 hits and I got no damage. So I don't even need to use my cards. So that's a good start. But I only have 2 more actions left. So what are we going to do? Well, I know I want to start moving towards Geonosis. And on my way there, I might want to stop on Tatooine and defeat some enemies. So I'm going to use my last 2 actions to move. 1 and 2. And I'm all the way here in Camino, ready to continue my journey, and I'm out of actions. And that's the end of my turn. Now at the end of my turn, that's number 2. We go to number 3. So we're going to activate villains. And this is, of course, the part where they get to act. So first, yes, we have a token, the marking that something happens at the beginning of the turn, and you can just check what it is. It's right on the card. If Ventress is on a mission planet advanced threat, but she is not on the board yet, so that is not going to happen. So move this out of the way, and we'll see what she's up to next. Assassin. So the card we drew would actually only trigger if Ventress is on board. You see the bold part that says Ventress on board. There are cards that are going to put her on the board, but this one does not. So nothing happens, which is great. I'm just going to put this in the discard pile, and we're going to put that there to remind us to check at the beginning of her next activation if she is on a planet, which she won't be, but it's always good to remind ourselves. So we activated villains. Now we're going to invade planets. And that's the part that in every pandemic, you know it and you love it. So we are at 2 invasion levels. So we're going to draw 2 cards and place 1 droid in each of the planets revealed. So Dathomir, here's a friend, discard it. And the next planet is on Onderon. I will be honest, there are some planets that I do not recognize. So there we go, starting to get really crowded in here. We've invaded our planets, so we are done. And now we go to Maze Windu. All right, so here's Maze Windu, and his free action says that you can move up to 3 droids to your planet from connected planets, and limit to 3 droids on a planet. And then he started with Padme, and this ally says discard during action step. The current Jedi does 2 extra actions. Mace Window is down here. I kind of want him to also go up there, but he might need to go on cleanup duty because this is getting crowded. So I think for his first action, he's going to move, and he's going to go here to Anaxis. And then for a free action, he's going to use his ability of move up to 3 droids to your planet from connected planets. So we're going to definitely move 2 from here. These planets are connected because there's a white line. And then I can either move the last one, or I can just move another one that's connected, either one of these 2. I'm going to move the one from Dathomir because that's so far. These planets are more central, I guess. And now I have 3 droids. So I'm planning to attack, but before I even commit to an attack, I just move them as a free action. For my next action, which is going to leave me with 2 actions left, I'm going to reinforce. I'm going to draw cards because I want more attack cards. And I did not get that. I got a defense card, but that's okay. I think I'm going to actually use another reinforce action, leaving me with only 1 action left. But now I have 2 stealth. And here's the thing, when you do combat, you cannot combine stealth and assault. So if I had a stealth card and a combat card, and these cards, let me show you. If you read the bottom, add success to an attack on your planet, and the purple one, or the stealth, also add success to an attack on your planet. So they do the same thing. But when you're attacking, you cannot combine them. So I couldn't use red and assault and stealth, because you either go full assault or you go stealthy and you attack your enemies. So thematically, that's how that works. But luckily, I've gotten 2 stealth cards. Just like luckily, Obi has gotten 2 assault cards. So we're matching colors, which is a good thing in this game. I have 1 more action. I could take another 2 actions if I wanted to reinforce some more. It's not a bad thing. In this game, you want to have a lot of cards because cards are also your health. Whenever you take damage, you discard cards. And remember, the only way of drawing cards is by taking actions to do so. So I think I'm going to, before I use my last action, I'm going to discard and Padme and gain 2 extra actions. And one of them is going to be to draw. And I got a transport, which is going to let me move faster. And then my second extra action, I'm going to use it to draw again. And I got another stealth. So now I feel very confident that I can defeat this droid. So for my last action, I'm going to go ahead and attack. And I got 1 damage, so that defeats 1 droid. But I can use my cards, and you're supposed to exhaust them, but I don't know if they're going to stay on camera if I exhaust them, so I'm just going to flip them. So I'm going to use 2 more of my cards that let me add 1 damage so I can defeat them. Now, at the end of that, if there are no droids, nothing happens. But if there were droids, then I will take damage, whatever damage is on the die. Actually, let me go check that. To be honest, it's not very clear whether if there are no droids, if you still suffer the damage from the die. It just says after a battle, you suffer damage for any remaining droids and any damage here. So I'm going to assume that I do suffer damage. So I'm going to go ahead and prevent it. I have in my hand an ATTE card that reads prevent 1 damage to a Jedi on your planet. So I am a Jedi on my planet, so I'm going to prevent the damage that is coming in because of that die roll. I'm going to flip it, and again, if I would have suffered any extra damage, I would be taking that in the discarding cards. And I can discard the cards that I've tapped, or in my case flipped, so I could get rid of cards that I've already used this turn. But that's it. We've done all of his actions. So we're going to go ahead and activate the villains. So we know she's not on a mission planet, so this doesn't trigger. But let's see where she goes next. Stalk. Okay, so I'm glad we got this one because now you will see what I was talking about. This part up here is happens or triggers if Ventress is on board, but she's not. So we go to the bottom part. When Ventress is off board, this happens. Place Ventress on the top planet. So she goes on the discard pile, and the way we figure out what the top planet is we just look at the discard pile, and whatever planet is on top, that's the top planet. So she is going to go here, and she's on the move. And now she's probably going to start moving towards the missions because that's what she likes to do. But she's activated, so we're done. So now we're going to invade planets, and we're still at invasion 2. So the first place where we're going to get droids is Solist. The second place is going to be Mustafar. Mustafar and Solist, right here. And I gotta tell you, in this game, different from other pandemics, the I don't remember what they're called. Is it invasion cards? The cards that make you put everything back and a whole mess of things happen. They're not in the invasion deck. They're actually on the villain deck. One of the 6 cards that she's holding is going to be the one that's going to make us, well, if you played Pandemic, you know what I mean. And if you don't, I'm sure you're going to see it because she only has 6 cards. So one of the first 6 turns, it's going to happen. But we've invaded the planet, so we are done, and we go back to Obi with his 4 actions, and he's on a mission. He's on a mission to get to Geonosis, but first he's gonna stop on Tatooine and hopefully get rid of some droids. But the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna use his free action because it is awesome. He's gonna draw 4 cards and keep 1. So he got another ally, which is Chancellor Palpatine. Most probably I'm gonna keep this. I like my allies. Discard 1. Discard 1 Jedi may discard 1 squad card to draw 3 cards. Cannot interrupt an action. So I get rid of 1 card and I get 3 in return. That sounds like a really good return. I'm going to go ahead and randomize these and put them in the bottom. And one thing about the ally cards, they are the only cards that you can actually play during another player's turn. So this one in particular says 1 Jedi, so it doesn't even have to be Obi. It could be Mace if I choose Mace to do this action, to discard so he can draw 3 more. So I'm definitely keeping that. Now I have to be careful because I am already at 6 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can only draw 1 more. But I think I will draw 1 more with my next action. So I'm going to go down to 3 actions and reinforce, getting yet another ally. My goodness, all the allies are right here. Hondo. So this is Hondo Onaka, and it says if I discard him, move 1 Jedi to any planet. Cannot interrupt an action. Sounds good. So I'm just gonna put him here, and now I cannot hold any more cards in my hand. If I do get another card, I'd have to discard 1. But I don't think that should be a problem. So for my next action, I'm going to move. And then for my next action, I'm going to attack over here, get rid of some of those droids. I have 2 assault, so it's gonna help me. And let's see what I roll. All right, so I rolled 1 and 1 damage. So I do get rid of 1, but then I have to use my 2 assault, which luckily they match, to get rid of the other 2 droids. And there is 1 incoming damage from that, so I'll prevent it. And that's that. And then before I do anything else, I do want to complete this mission at some point. So I'm going to discard Hondo because it says move one Jedi to any planet. And I'm going to move Mace because I want Mace to be over here. I wish I could, so that we're together when we're completing the mission and we can help each other out. So I'm discarding Hondo. Thank you, Hondo, for your help. I have droids here for later. And then I have one more action and one more action only. So I'm going to go ahead and move into the mission planet so that I can help. Of course, most of my cards are exhausted, but I'm counting on C3PO and R2D2 to help us with that mission when May's turn comes around. So I'm out of actions. I've moved. I've done everything that I could. So we're going to do the activate villain. So again, we check, is she on a mission planet? Mission planets are here and here. She's not on any one of those planets, so that's great. So we move on. We keep the reminder up there. And now she's doing another assassin. This time though, she is on board, so this is going to trigger. Just roll the die, move Ventress one planet per success toward the closest mission. Then each Jedi on her planet or a connected planet suffers one damage. Okay, so she's moving one towards the closest. Roll the die, move Ventress one planet per success toward the closest mission. So let's count which one's the closest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that one's the closest. So, and we should pick the shortest route, which would be that way, because if not, she's going backwards. So she's moving one here, and then each Jedi that is here on Umbara or any connected planet to Umbara will suffer one damage, but we're not around, so that did not hurt us that bad. Okay, and now we're going to invade the planets. We're still at 2. First droid is in an axis. Here where I just cleared it, isn't it? Didn't I just clear it there? No, I probably didn't. And then Felucia is going to get one more droid. Well, one first droid, I guess. All right, and now we're back to Mace. So the first thing we do during our turn is to ready all of our cards so everything gets flipped. Start fresh. And there are no enemies, there's no blockade or no villains on the mission planet, so we can attempt to complete the mission. Let's see, we need 6 successes at the weapons factory, and we need either assault, stealth, or armor. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he has 6, plus he has C3PO and R2, which is going to add another 2, because everybody that's on the planet can help. And by the way, let me get my 4 actions ready, which is what we're going to do now. We readied all of our cards. Now we're going to start our actions. I think we're ready for our first mission, so let's do it. First action is going to be to attempt a mission. First, we roll. We get 1 success. 1. We only need 5 more. Now, I know that Obi is next, so because he's here, I want him to exhaust cards and not me. So we're going to exhaust a yellow, so that's 2 successes. We're going to discard R2 and C3PO to add another 2 successes, so that's 4 successes. And we only need 1 more, so I'm going to go ahead and let's use an armor, and that's 6 successes. We've completed the mission successfully. We do get 1 damage because this mission is showing a 1 damage symbol. We don't have any damage from the die, so it's just 1 damage. So I can go ahead and prevent that with my other armor, so I do not have to suffer any damage and I don't have to lose any cards. So when we complete the mission, we read what it says right under the mission requirements. 2 or more Jedi must be on Geonosis to attempt this mission. Oh, well, I should have read that before. Well, luckily there were 2 or more Jedi in Geonosis, so we did meet the requirement. I need to pay more attention to that. I thought that was a when completed, but it's not. So we have completed our first out of 3 missions. And as soon as you complete a mission, we flip another one, which is going to be our last one. This is Citadel Rescue. You need 7 successes, assault and stealth. It's gonna be located at Lola Sayu. And this one, yes, this is a when completed. When completed, the current Jedi draws 1 squad card. Something else that we need to do is we need to move the marker to Lola Sayu because that is where the mission is going to be at. So it's here. Remember, we cannot complete missions if there are enemies there, so we might need to get rid of that. But that's not the end of Mace's turn. He's only taking one action. So he's going to go on cleanup duty a bit. So for his next action, he is going to move. And he is going to move here. And then we are going to, I'm thinking I could use a flight and move over there. You know what? I think so. Instead of just moving there, let me show you what I can do. I can use my ETA2 Actis, which is a transport card. If you read what it says, double a flight from your planet, limit one per flight. So instead of moving to one space on the board, I get to move two spaces on the board. I need to exhaust that one, or in my case, flip it in order to use it, but I'm going to go ahead and move 1, 2, it's the same, 1, 2. Enemies do not impact your movement. You can move through enemies, you can stand in the same place as enemies. They don't bother us. All right, so now that I'm here, I have 3 attack cards. So for my next action, leaving me with 1 action left, I'm going to attack. And I got 2 successes, so 2 of them are gone, and then I'm going to go ahead and flip or exhaust one of my stealth to get rid of the last one. I do not take any damage because I did not roll any damage, so that's great. I have 1 more action. Before I do my last action, I'm going to go ahead and do my free action, which is to move up to 3 droids to your planet from connected planets. I'm going to drag these guys here. And that's kind of why I use my flight to move here, because I want to be closer to Mustafar, because I know that we do have a mission that we need to complete there. So the closer I am, the less I'll have to move later. Okay, so over here, I'm going to roll. I do know that I have 2 successes, so I should be able to clear those up. And I get 2 successes, so I don't even need to use my cards, but I do get 1 damage, and I cannot prevent it, unfortunately. So now I need to make a decision on what card I want to discard, or yeah. So I will probably, let's see, and that's why you're supposed to exhaust them, because now I don't remember what I have. I have 3 stealth, but I like my stealth. I still think I'm going to get rid of one of my stealth. Maybe I'll get it back by reinforcing later on in another turn. I've done all of my actions. That was my last one. And now we're going to activate the villain. So first we check, is she on a mission planet? Not yet, but she's moving towards it. And now she's very close to a mission planet because the mission planet just changed, didn't it? And we get Night Sister. Oof, this one is a tough one. Ventress on board. Move Ventress 1 planet towards the closest mission, then each Jedi on her planet or a connected planet exhausts 1 card. Draw another villain card. So the closest mission planet is definitely this one now. So, and we can pick whether she goes up or down. I guess we'll put her here with this other droid in case we get to, attack them both. They love each other so much they are hugging. Okay. And now Jedi's in connected planets will exhaust cards, but we're nowhere near that. So, but we do need to draw another card. So here we go. This could be the one. There's only, what, 2 left? It is the one. Planet under siege. Fun times ahead. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do all of these things in order. Number 1, advance the invasion marker. Number 2, draw the bottom card of the invasion deck and fill the matching planet with up to 3 droids. And then we're going to shuffle the invasion discard pile, then place it face down on top of the invasion deck. Let's do it. Okay, so the first things first, we advance the invasion marker. Then we're going to draw the bottom of the deck. We're going to draw 1 card from the bottom of the deck, and it's Rishi. And it says fill the matching planet up to 3 droids. So Rishi is up here, has no droids. So 3 droids are coming. Okay, we did that. And then number 3, shuffle the invasion discard pile, then place it face down on top of the invasion deck. So we grab this card and all the other cards that we've already seen. And this is the scary part about pandemic, that now all the planets that we've seen are coming back. We're not going to get new planets because they're going to be down there. So we better start cleaning droids, especially on planets where there are 3 droids. Fortunately, we cannot control what's going to happen next because this is the activate villain phase. So right after we're done with this shuffling, we're going to go to number 4, step number 4 of our turn, which is to invade planets. We're invading 2 planets. Ay, 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 here we go. First is Lola Suyu. Lola Suyu is going to get 1 right here in the mission planet. And next up is Anaxis. I know there's 1 droid there because I just placed it. So not terrible. Could have been worse. We could have gone Rishi, and that would have been bad. I think it's the only one where we have 3 droids. So maybe on the way to Lola Sayu, we can clear that up a bit. But that's it. We are done. So we're back to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's going to ready all of his cards. Okay. Now we're going to move to his 4 actions. So, of course, before we do that, we always like taking his free action. So let's go ahead and see what we get. 4. And we have a prevent, a transport, another transport, and an assault. I'm going to keep the assault because I want to go get rid of some, on these I shuffle, get rid of some droids. I'm concerned with Rishi. I really am. So start with 4 actions. My first action is going to be to move to Rishi. And for my next action, I'm going to go ahead and roll, see if I can attack. I have 1, so that's 1 out. And then I'm going to flip 2 of my assault. Heavy is going to put in the work and get rid of those. And then I still have 1 damage incoming from the dice. So I'm going to use my RX 200 Falchion to prevent 1 damage from the Jedi on your planet. So I took care of Rishi. That's great. But now we need to start moving towards more missions. I might also want to reinforce a little bit more. I only have 2 actions left. I do not have a flight for my next action. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce again, see if I can get a flight. I can't. I got a stealth, which I don't like. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I do the Chancellor, unfortunately, I discard 1 to get 3, but I cannot hold 3. So this is not a good time to do the Chancellor. So, okay, I guess for my last action, I'm just going to go ahead and move the slow way. And I'll move to Camino. And I think Mustafar is easier than Lola Sayu. However, I know that this girl is really close to getting to Lola Sayu. And once she starts getting to Lola Sayu, we start getting threat. And that's how you lose the game. So you need to be careful with that. Okay, but that's all of my actions. So we're going to activate the villain. And here she goes. Last card? Yes, last card on her deck. And it's Stalk again. So if she's on board, we're going to move Ventress 1 planet towards the closest mission. So she's going to get there, isn't she? Okay, so she's here, which means that next time when we check, bad things are going to start happening. The way to get rid of her is by attacking her. And on her card, you can see that she has 3 health. We attack her just like we would attack anyone else. Now, she's got company, so we have to be careful because attacking multiple enemies, of course, is harder than attacking just 1 enemy. We probably should have gotten her when she was alone, but we were busy doing missions. Okay, so we've done that. So now we're going to invade planets. I don't think there's any planet where there's 3 droids, so we should be good. We're still just drawing 2. We got Christophsis, something like that. Okay, which is right here where Obi-Wan is. Oh, Mace is here. And Obadiah. Okay, Obadiah has 3 now. Getting dangerous. All right, we're done. So we go to Mace Windu's turn. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to ready his cards. Let's see what he's got. I'm thinking of sending him over here. However, for the mission in Mustafar, we need assault and transporting. He only has 1 transport card. And we need 6 successes. So I doubt that he'll be able to do it on his own. So for his first action, he's going to go ahead and reinforce. See if he can get more what he needs. He did get another transport. That's a good one. So now he has two, but still I doubt that he'll be able to complete it. But what he can do, he can start clearing up the way. So he's gonna go ahead and for his second action, he's going to move. He'll use a flight because it'll let him move two instead of just one. And I know I have two flight cards, but it says limit one per flight. So 1, 2, I'm gonna stand over here. And then for my free action, I'm going to go ahead and collect droids in, actually, uh, huh. I thought these planets were connected, but they're not. So then I guess I will not use my flight. And I was here. I'm just gonna move to this planet and not use my flight card. And then for my second action, for my free action, I'm going to pull droids, and I can pull this one. I can't pull from my last there, but I can pull those three. And that was my free action. So now for my next action, can I kill all those guys? I have two actions left. I'm thinking I can reinforce one once again and then attack, and I think I will. So I'm going to use another action to reinforce. Yes, I got stealth. Perfect. I got Waxer. And then for my last action, I'm going to attack. And I defeated two all by myself. And then let's put Waxer to work right away. I get no damage because there's no damage on the card, but I am out of actions, so I pretty much cleaned up the board, which is something that you need to do, I guess. All right, so we move on to activating villains. And now the deck is empty, so whenever the deck is empty, we just go again. And hopefully we don't get another invasion card, but we'll see. We get Assassin. By the way, before I even trigger Assassin, this thing triggers. And if you read up there, if Ventress is on a mission planet, advanced threat. So threat is going up. And when we get to Emperor Palpatine, we lose the game. So Assassin, Ventress on board, roll the die, move Ventress one planet per success towards the closest mission, but she's already in the closest mission, so she doesn't want to move. Then each Jedi on the planet or a connected planet suffers one damage. But we're nowhere near yet. We're coming, but we're not there yet. So that was that. And then we're going to invade planets. We're still drawing two. Ryloth is going to get a droid. Never ends. You clean them up, they come right back. And Kashyyyk is going to get a droid. Okay, and that's that. So we are going to have Obi-Wan ready his cards. Okay, and then he's going to do 4 actions. He's full of cards, so I don't want to use my free action this time around. I wish I had a flight because I wish I could move a little faster, but I do not. So I'm just gonna move the slow way. So he's got 4 actions. He's gonna use the first one to move to Toydaria. He's gonna use this next action to move to Kashyyyk. He's gonna use another action to move to Lola Sayu, and his last action is going to be to attack, which he might end up losing some cards, but that's okay. He can probably recover those quickly. So let's roll. So, okay, like I said, Ventress takes 3 damage. The droids each take 1 damage. We can assign damage however we want. So if we want to kill the droids first, we can. We want to get to Asajj Ventress first, we can. There's one more thing I haven't seen yet. Hopefully you will, which are blockades. And blockades take 2 damage, and they do what they do. They block. So they block damage to everyone else. So you have to kill or destroy a blockade before you can do damage to anyone else on that planet. But let's go ahead and see what I roll. All right, I got a 2. So I'm going to go ahead and use Bly to make that a 3 and get rid of Ventress, put her off the board so we stop getting threat. And then why not? Let's go ahead and use my other 2 assault cards to clear the board. And I am exactly where I want to be. I didn't lose any cards, which I would have recovered some if I had, but I didn't. But I'm on the planet ready to do this mission, which takes assault, which I have 3 of, and then it also takes stealth, which Mace has a lot of. If Mace needs to get over here, although I kind of wanted him to try the Mustafar mission, now we're kind of spread out, which is not good. But let's activate our villain. If first we check if she's on a mission planet. She's not. Just got her off board. Next up, we're gonna do Night Sister, which is the worst one of them all. Move Ventress. Okay, so she's not here. Ventress on board. So we are not going to trigger the top, but we are going to draw another villain card. And it's Planet Under Siege. Of course it is. So advance the invasion marker. So now we're drawing 3 when we invade. Draw the bottom card of the deck. Fun times ahead. Fill it up with 3 droids. That's Geonosis. 3 droids go up here. And then we shuffle. Now I'm worried about Geonosis, but can I worry about Geonosis or should I worry about missions? that's pandemic for you. So much to do, so little time. Okay, so we're going to invade some planets. First one is Obadiah, which causes too many droids to be on the same planet. So what happens is, instead of placing the 4th droid here, we advance the threat. So we're up to 2, and we place one of these cool looking blockades on the planet. And like I said, now if we want to get rid of these droids, we first have to hit the blockade. So things are not looking that great for our heroes. And that was just the first planet, so we gotta do 2 more. So Christophis here, and last but not least, Anaxis, which now has 3 droids. Alrighty, okay, and we've done it. So now we're going to go back to Mace Windu's turn. He's going to refresh the 1 card that he used. Cannot have any more cards, so let's go, Mace. He's got a couple of flights, so let's put him to good use. He's gonna go ahead and, for his first action, fly. Gonna move 1, 2. For his second action, he's going to fly again. Of course, no, it's okay. I was thinking I'm using all of the blue cards that I need for the mission, but this is this mission that doesn't need any transport. So 1, 2. For the next action, oh man, I didn't make it, did I? I'm gonna go down here. I only have 1 action left. I'm gonna use my free action of moving droids, pull those together, and then I'm just, should I attack? I feel like if I'm not standing there, I won't be able to help, and I need to help. So you know what? I'm just gonna pull those, and I'm gonna, for my last action, I'm gonna move so I'm here and I can contribute during Obi's turn. I know it's risky leaving the droids behind, but at least there's 2, so I spread them out a bit, which was good. Okay, so let's activate our villain. First of all, is she on a mission planet? No, she's not. She's off the board. Next up, it is Stalk. Ventress on board? No. Ventress off board. Place Ventress on the top planet. The top planet is Anaxis, so she's going to come over here close to our mission planet. Okay, and then we are going to invade planets, drawing 3. I'm going to take 3 because last time I kind of lost count. All right, 1 on Kashyyyk. Up here. Next one is Lola Sayu, which is where we are. Remember, we cannot complete missions on a planet that has droids. And also, if we ever run out of droids or blockades or any component, and we need to place more, the threat increases, of course. And then last but not least, Geonosis, which, yep, I knew it. Geonosis already has 3 droids, so we're going to advance the threat once more and place a blockade. Nobody said pandemic was easy. Okay. We've invaded all of the planets, so we go back to Obi. Obi is going to ready his cards. Go. Then he's going to do 4 actions. He has to attack the droid. So for his first action, he's going to go ahead and attack. And he gets 2, so, and no damage, so okay, not a big deal. Now I think we're going to attempt the mission for his second action. 2 left. So we are on Lola Sayu, which is the orange mission right here. We need 7 successes. Let's see what we roll. Okay, we got 2 successes and a damage, which I don't love, but that's okay. So that we need 5 more successes, and we need assault and stealth. So here's, well, let's exhaust his first. 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 because I have 2 on the die, and then 6 and 7. So we did complete the mission. However, this mission is going to hit us for 2 plus another damage here. So I do take 3 damage. I can prevent 2 of those. And I will. But I still have to discard at least 1 card. I'm going to discard my stealth because I'm kind of specializing on assault. That's it. Remember, damage, you just discard cards. And this mission has a when completed. So it says when completed, the current Jedi draws a 1 squad card. Okay, so replace that one. And it's a stealth, so I'm happy with that. Okay. And this mission is completed. Now we've done 2 out of the 3 ones that we need to do. When you complete this one, and we're not going to put another one out, the token actually comes over to the mission that is the planet where the last mission is, and that's because there are cards that look like the token. So we need to have them on the board at all times in case we draw those cards. This gets out of the game. And I'm not finished. I still have 2 more actions. Of course, if I had a transport, I would probably go to Obadiah and take care of that. But I think instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to move down here. And I still have 1 more action. And I'm going to attack. I'm going to get rid of some of these guys. And I'm waiting for Ventress to come up. Obviously, I know that she does some stuff to people that are around her. So this turn we might get hurt by her a little bit. But let's go ahead and attack with my last action. 2 droids there. I got 1 of them, and then the other one I will get with my assault card. Oh, I got a stealth. I thought I got an assault. Oh, okay, well, that's what it is. All right. So he's done his 4 actions. We're gonna activate. Is she on a mission planet? No, she's not. So thank you for the reminder. The one time that I didn't remember was when she was on the planet. Can you believe it? All right, stalk. She's on board, so she moves 1 planet towards the closest mission, and that's all she does. She didn't hurt us, so that's good. Now she is right where I want her, so I can attack her. Okay, and then we're going to invade planets, revealing 3 cards and placing 3 new droids. One's in Rylith. There we go. One's on the mission planet, so we know that that's there because that's where our mission token is. And one is on Malastare. Down here. Okay, we did it. So we go back to Mace's turn. We flip already all his cards. 1 more mission to go. I think one of the things that I want to do is get Ventress off the board. Of course, now she's far from the missions, but I think she does more stuff when she's on the board than when she's not. So, but maybe Obi-Wan can take care of that, and Mace can focus on other things. For example, getting rid of that blockade. I kind of want to come this way because I want to complete my last mission. But he does have a flight, so I'm gonna go ahead and for his first action, he's going to go ahead and move. And he's gonna move 1, 2, and he has a bunch of attack cards. So let's try it. He's going to attack for his second action. Gotta hit that blockade. Right, so I have 2, I hit the blockade, so that's good. And then I have 3 attack cards, so I can get the droids. So really, in this game, I feel like it's not so hard to win battles. The problem is that no matter how many you kill, they keep coming back. All right, so I have 2 more actions. I'm going to use another move action, increasing it with my flight. Move 1, 2, and then I'm going to use a free action to grab some droids from around me. I think I'm only down to 1 action, which is going to be to attack. Might have miscounted that. Now I don't have any more cards, but I can prevent 2 damage. So let's see how I roll. All right, I got 1 of them, but the other one does inflict damage because I don't have any actions to inflict more damage. But I'm going to prevent that 1 damage with my armor card. Okay, 4 actions done. We're going to activate Ventress. Is she on a mission planet? Nope, she's not. She's still on the board. That's the last one, Assassin. Roll the die, move Ventress 1 planet per success toward the closest mission. Let's do it. She's going to move 1, and she'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she'll go down here. And then each Jedi on her planet or connected planet suffers 1 damage. So this time Obi-Wan is 1 planet away. So I'll go ahead and get rid of my stealth because again I'm specializing on assault on my red cards. Okay. I'm waiting for the right moment to use my ally. Just again, I'm almost maxed out on cards. All right, so let's activate some planets, shall we? Queen. Go. Mandalore. Feels like those two are always one after the other. Okay, right here with Obi. And not with Obi, with Mace. Is that Mace? No, that's Obi. And Sereno is over here. Okay. We're done. So we are going back to Obi's turn. Refresh all of our cards. So let's see. If I use my ally, I get to discard 1. 1 Jedi may discard 1 squad card to draw 3. If I do that, I could draw 3. However, I like that he has his ability that he can just get 1 no matter when. But I think this guy is just clogging my hand in a way. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to discard 1 of my armor. And I'm going to draw 3 new cards. And that's a free action. Let's see what we get. Okay, well, we got another one of these, which is great. And then 2 stealth, which is good for mates. All right. By the way, I could, if I wanted to use my free action to draw 4 cards and pick 1, I could do that. I would have to discard down to 7, but I am allowed to draw cards when I have 7 cards in my hand. That's important to have in mind. Okay, so Obi. Going to Mustafar, but maybe we can come down here and get rid of Ventress. So let's first action, move. Second action, let's attack. Got a blank, so I have to do it all on my own. But I have 3 and 2, so I think if I go ahead and get rid of all of, like flip all my cards, I will get rid of everything that's here. So let's do that. Okay, and then I have 2 more actions. So we are going to move it, move it. So we need to get to Mustafar, and that's it for me. So we're going to activate Ventress. She's no longer on the board, so she's not on a mission planet. Assassin, Ventress on board. She's not. So I like the assassin. Doesn't do anything. Okay, so we are going to invade. 3 planets coming up. Lucia. Solist. Here. And it's over here. Okay. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. The only planet that I'm kind of worried about is Geonosis, but I know it's already on the discard pile, and it's not going to come back until we get another one of our cards, which might be coming up. I mean, I am a little scared. Don't take me wrong. But we've invaded, so now we go to Mace Windu's turn. He's going to ready all of his cards. Don't want to spend his transport cards because we need them for the mission. But at the same time, I need to get down here. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I use 1 flight card. So first action, where am I die? Here we go. First action, let's use 1 of them and go 1, 2. And then for my second action, well, not true. I was here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have gotten there, just couldn't have completed the mission. Now, let me see, because here's my issue. I know we need 6. I have 2 successes here. We also need assault He's got 3 assault, that's 5. There's a really high chance that I could do it. We also need to kill this droid. So, with that in mind, I'm going to do it. I'm going to, well, if I flip all my cards, I think I'm just going to come. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because I need to have my cards unexhausted in order to contribute during Obi-Wan's turn. Now, Obi-Wan's going to have to get over here, kill this droid, and then we'll be able to complete the mission. But I think it's worth doing all of that. So we're going to activate Ventress. She's still not on the board. We get another assassin, which is not going to do anything. So we got a little bit of respite. Very good. And then, of course, we're going to activate 3 planets. I need to be on droid duty because I'm running out of droids. Onderon, I mean, I'm not. I still have quite a few. But Onderon is here. The next is Mustafar. Oh no, another one right on our mission planet. And Rishi. Okie dokes. So, back to Obi-Wan. Refresh. And he has a few things he needs to get done. So he's gonna need 2 to move over there. 2 actions. Back here. 1, 2. And then he's gonna need to use 1 action to fight. And he got a 2, so perfect. He doesn't even have to use his cards. That's a good news. And then for his, so that was, he has 1 action left. Forgot to move the die. But for his last action, he's going to attempt the missions. First we roll. Okay, 1 in a damage. Let's see, we need 6 for this one. So we'll use Maze Windu's first because he's going to refresh in a minute. So that's 2. And plus 1, 3. So we need 3 more, and they have to be assault. So we actually almost didn't do it, but we did do it. So there it is. We've completed the mission. Now I do suffer 3 damage. I can prevent 2 of those. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of one of my stealth cards because, again, I like to just go barging in and guns blazing. I'm an assault type of guy. So I did my damage 2 from here, 1 from the die. When completed, the current Jedi moves up to 2 spaces. Okay, so we've completed our 3rd mission. So what happens is when you complete your 3rd mission, I don't know what happens first, this or that, because depending on what happens there, I would know where I would want to move. But I kind of know I don't want to stay here all the way in Mustafar. So I'm going to assume that first I have to decide when I'm moving, and then we'll reveal the final mission. So I'm just going to move. I can move up to 2 planets. I can move to Malaster, be ready to attack them next turn. 1, 2. Be ready to attack those droids. Okay, and then we trash this. We still need this because if we get another card that says the droids go on the mission planets, that's the planet where they're going to go. But this is out of the game. And then we are finally going to do our finale. She's not even on the board. But when you do the finale, you flip it, and then we're going to follow the rules and the setup stuff that's on the back of the card. Let's take a look. Okay, so up on the top, we have the setup. Place Ventress and both mission markers on Sullust. Fill Sullust to 2 droids. And return the marker on the board. We're not going to need it anymore. So in order to complete this finale, we have 1 more mission that we need to complete, and it's a dogfight. It takes 10 successes, assault and transport. When completed, you win. Okay, and then here's some flavor text. She leads droid forces in battle above Sullust when she is suddenly betrayed by her master. She lashes out at her Jedi pursuers. And you'll notice there's no longer a health marker here indicating how much health she has. That means we cannot kill her, even if we try to. And if she's on a planet wherever we're completing a mission or attempting to complete a mission, she is going to damage us by 1. She does count by 1. So we're going to place her, and it said the 2 mission tokens. Am I correct? Let me check. Place Ventress and both mission markers on Sullust. Fill Sullust to 2 droids, and then return this to the box. I'm guessing she no longer places threat if she's on a mission planet, because she is on a mission planet, isn't she? Okay, and then we need to put 1 more droid because there was 1 already here. So fun times ahead, but well, we're ready to go. We're going to do dogfight. All right, and that all happened because we completed a mission. We finished Obi-Wan's actions. That was his last action. So we're going to activate the villain. Um, I don't know if she continues to activate, to be honest. Ventress on more. Move Ventress towards the closest mission. She already is near the closest mission. So, all right. And then we're going to invade planets. Still doing 3. There's our mission planets. We're going to get another droid on here at this cool little party we got going on. And then Corellia gets a droid. I've never seen that one before. I would remember. So Corellia gets its first droid, and then the last one is Utapu. Utapau gets a droid. Alrighty. And with that, we've activated everything. So we are going to Mace Windu's turn. All right. Mace Windu. Let's ready his cards. Okay, now we're going to do 4 actions. Let's see. In order to do that, we need 10 successes. I know he has 3 assault. He has no transport. So he can't help with the transport. So that's only 3 successes there. And then this one has 2 transports, so that's 5 successes. So we're halfway there. There is no 5 result here. The most is, I think, is 3. So we're going to need to find new cards that are going to help us with this mission. But Mace can go on cleanup duty while while we figure out what's the what. So I think the way he's going to do it is he's going to, let's see, for his first action, he's going to move over here. For his free action, he's going to take 2 droids from here and 1 droid from here. He's going to do it like that. Still going to leave 1 here. Should I? Or should I? I probably should. He was, let's see, he was here. So let's say for his first action, he attacked those 2. How about that? And then he'll try to get those. So let's see. Yeah, there we go, 2. And he didn't even get any damage or lose any cards. So for his next action, gonna go here. Now for his free action, he'll move the 3 droids here. Next action or third action, this attack. Wow, look at that. Okay, 3. But he does suffer 1 damage, but he can prevent that with his armor. Okay, so he's done all his actions. We're gonna activate Ventress. Again, I'm not sure if we get to well, I do know she hurts us if we're around. Ventress on board. Move Ventress 1 planet towards the closest mission. She already is. So. All right. And we can't get her off board because we can't kill her. So let's go ahead and activate some planets. Let me just grab them because I really do get confused how many I've done. 2, 3. Just reveal them 1 at a time. So first is Bardota. Is where I'm at. Okay. Next up is Toydaria. Here. And the last one is Alderaan, which I know we haven't seen it because I would remember Princess Leia's planet, home planet. Okay, so we invaded, so we're done. We go back to Obi. Obi refreshes. Okay, and the first thing Obi is going to do is he's going to use his free action to draw 4 and keep 1 because we're looking for assault and transport cards. That's what we want. So, we got a bunch of assault. Actually, all we got was assault. So I guess we're keeping an assault. And the rest, I don't even need to shuffle because they're all the same. Okay. So there's assault. So now we have 4, 5, 6. Still not good enough, even between the 2 of us. So I think I'm going to reinforce and get rid of some of the cards that I no longer need. Let's see if I get either a transport or a red card. To get an assault. Okay, so we'll get rid of this one. We don't need that one. I kind of want to keep my armor if I can, but again, we're at 5, 6, 7. And if we roll a 3, we can complete it, but if we don't, we won't. So that was my first action. Okay, so I can keep going, but I want to keep my armor. I don't think I should go on cleanup duty right now. So maybe I can go destroy some droids. I don't think that's that important at this point, though. The droids are so far, and I don't have any flight cards. Should I continue to just... I think I will. I'm going to continue to try my luck, because if I can get 7 and he has 2-9, we're at a really good spot. So let's do at least one more. So I'm going to reinforce again, and it's a transport. So that's what I like to see. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And I have 2 more actions. Can I do it again? Can I get the next one? One will be reinforced, and my last action will be to move here so I can help. So let's try it. And it's a transport. Okay, well, I guess I'll take whatever damage comes my way, but I have 7 cards that are going to help me. And wow. So for my last action, I'm gonna move to Solist. Hopefully she won't do anything to me, but let's activate her. All right, so move Ventress 1 planet towards the closest mission, and she already is. Then each Jedi on her planet or connected planet exhausts 1 card. That's unfortunate. So both of our guys are going to have to exhaust a card. So I'll exhaust my transport, and it doesn't matter which one he exhausts because he's going to have a turn. Well, let's not exhaust his prevent damage. Let's exhaust a transport, and then we draw another one, which is the last one. So we know what it is. It is Planet Under Siege. Okay, so we move the invasion marker over here. Oh man, we draw the bottom card of the deck, which is Camino. We fill it up to 3 droids. Camino right now is empty. So, okay, and then we shuffle. This goes on the discard pile, and we shuffle all of this back. This should be fun. Okay. Then of course we're going to invade, which we're still on 3. We're going to be on 3 for a while. I guess that's the good news. So let me draw 3 and then reveal it one at a time. First one is Onderon. Let me get my droids. Okay, Onderon is right here. It has 3. Next up is Lola Sayu, which is up here. That's not a bad one. And then Camino. Camino already has 3, so we're going to get a blockade. And the threat is up to 4, guys. But we're so close, right? So we'll see. At least we can say, we do lose, we can say it was close. All right, so we've invaded. So now we are going to Mace's turn. He's going to ready his card that he desperately needs. All right, so as it stands, I know we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 10 that we need. So I think we're going to try and cycle through some of these cards and get the cards of the right color so we can complete this mission and, well, win the game. So let's reinforce for our first action. And it's a stealth, unfortunately, so one that we don't need. So I'll just discard this one. And then for my next action, I'm going to try it again, reinforce. Okay, that's more like it. So we don't need stealth anymore. So we're going to get rid of stealth. And I have 2 more actions. I am on the planet. Why are you not on the planet, Obi-Wan? The plan was... Oh, wait, Obi-Wan. Did I move the wrong guy? I did. Well, I'm not gonna fix it. We'll have to take 1 more turn. Maybe that's what's gonna make us die. I know this guys look so similar. I have to remember Obi has the lightsaber up, Mace has the lightsaber down. I don't think he was supposed to be here. But anyway, so anyways, Mace is, since he's here, I guess he's gonna do it again. Can I get another of the ones I need? And that's, and yes, I can. Okay, so now I feel better, but I need Obi-Wan over here in order to even attempt the mission. So maybe I can do it again, and with my last action, because I can attack her. I could also pull people for free and then attack them, but then I won't have my cards if I don't roll good. So I'm just going to leave the droids where they are, and I'm going to attempt it again. And okay, it's an ally card, so I don't need an ally card, but let's see what it does. This is the Bad Batch, and if I discard it, I can deal 2 damage on my planet. However, there's nothing I can hit on my planet right now, and I'd rather keep my defense, but I could get rid of my stealth. If I wanted to keep my ally, I can get rid of one of my stealth, because stealth is not needed for our dogfight. And if any bad guys appear here, I can use the bad badge to get rid of them as a free action, because all I have to do is discard that and I do damage. So we'll do it like that. We'll keep the bad batch because they're too cool not to keep. And now we're going to go to activating Ventress, which we're going to shuffle. So it's anybody's guess what we're going to get. All right, so we got stock. Ventress on board. Move Ventress one planet towards the closest mission, but she's already there. So at least we don't get another one of those invasion things. All right, and then we go into, of course, invade planets. Still doing 3. We get 3. First one is Chris. I can't say that, so we'll just go to Chris. Okay, there's still room there. That's good. Naxxus has room here, and Mustafar has room. So, okay, I think we might have it. I think so, because now we're going to go to Obi-Wan's turn, and he's going to refresh his transport, and we are pretty much set. So for his first action, he's going to move over here where the action is, and there's no other enemies. And remember, when the finale is going on, you can complete missions even if a villain is on your planet, on your space. So we're going to go ahead and for our next action, which is our second action, try and attempt to complete the mission. I think we got this. Let's see. Okay, we have to do it on our own. Do we have 10 on our own? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we do. So we just have to flip everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that helps us complete the mission. We don't take any damage for that one. We just simply win the game. Well, guys, there you have it. The Force was strong with us. The Jedi were able to defeat the evil, and we were victorious in this run-through of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Meeple Village and to join us on Twitter and on Instagram so you can stay tuned to what happens in the world of Meeple Village. I'll see you guys on the next video, but until then, may you play more games.
We never speak unless it's so.